Happy New Year! Ooh, headphones. Hello! I have no idea why a piece of software I have not updated in ages all of a sudden stopped working. And honestly, I'm a little too lazy to find out why. It is a little frustrating, but oh well. My, GoXLR software has for some reason decided to stop auto shifting with the system and opening up whenever I start, despite the fact it's enabled. And that means I've been getting ridiculous audio issues like distortions and stuff. And I don't notice until, you know, I go to do my normal audio cues right before I hit the start button. And then I get ridiculous distortions and I have to go and open it and try it again. Which, if you heard any clicks or clacks or anything like that, or odd sound effects, it's because I was trying to do all of my normal test things and none of them were working. It was weird. Yeah. Old man pills. We're playing Warframe today. I believe the event for the Perito Rebellion is still happening, though I don't think there's much I need to get from it. So, we're probably going to be running that just for a little bit of fun. Also going to show you guys a couple weapon combos I'm kind of proud of. I've decided to, at this point in my long and storied Warframe career, surviving a mission and killing everything in a mission isn't really the challenge unless you're going for a challenge boss like Gigavore or the Super Tank or any of those, really. So what we're going to be doing, or what at least I'm going to try and do in the future, is try and take a more utility route. Just a much more comfortable, not super ultimate damage kind of build, you know? Oh boy, what do we got here? 1250 milestone, 50k Kuva, 30k Endo, 7 days of each booster. I'll take the 7 days of each booster, thank you. Fuck it, why not? Alright, Blood of Perita. We got 4 days left of Blood of Perita. Yay. So in that vein, and it occurred to me after I was like looking at the Praetos, and I was like, you know, this is here entirely for utility. So I was like, why don't I do the same with the Grimoire? So the Grimoire is now here specifically just for utility. It's here for energy regen and generating orbs. Talk about a decent pull. It's a decent pull. Well, it's my 1250, so every 50 you get something nice. Okay, I am running Enervate on this, and Diffusion. I may want to run Shot, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to show you guys something neat, something that I found. I was just kind of dicking around in the simulacrum. And I found out that there is a combo that I was just completely glossing over. I don't watch. It'd be cool if you could bank boosters. It would be very cool, but it would also kind of defeat the purpose. Like, if you could just get them as an item and use them when you wanted them, then I can see the benefits, but I can also see why they wouldn't let you do that. So something kind of neat. I've also decided to shift my pet over to the Space Drone Prime, the Nautilus. I do like the Nautilus, so I figured I'd run it for a little while. Invisibility is just too easy, you know? But a neat little combo I found. Remember, these are Scaldred, Dedicant, Eximus on Steel Path, completely cracked. This is the Cortege. It's just a heavy gun. I made it worse. I made it worse. I made this gun worse. This gun is now worse now. And by worse, I mean there's no hope of anything that gets hit with it from surviving. That's me. I'm avoiding their weak spot, by the way. I'm specifically not shooting them in the weak spot. Because their big, giant, fat, flabby head is not a weak spot. It's so much stronger. And that is because I have paired Crux, which was my go-to on here. Clearly, the meta strat is to buy 10 years worth of every booster. Don't do that. I decided I would pair Crux with Enervate. I was using Crux with... God, what was it? I want to say it was Flare or something like that. I'm a little surprised it's as effective as it is. Honestly, I could probably get a lot more oomph out of this if I were to... Where's that my actual... There it is, hollow bullets. I knew I had it on here somewhere. I could probably get a lot more oomph out of this if I were to format it one more time, but I'm very lazy. And honestly, I'd probably get a lot more oomph out of this if I were to put on primary debilitate. Let's test that real quick, actually. I have that same problem. I get a booster and then I get caught up in something else and I just don't play for a while, and then I come back and my booster has 1 day left. So what was the point of buying it, you know? I'd say it works. What do you guys think? That's kind of brutal. I like the Cortege. The Cortege is fun, but mostly because I just want a giant fuck-off beam cannon, and for some reason this flamethrower is the closest we've gotten. That being said, I'm probably not going to run Debilitate on this thing, just because I like ammo efficiency too much, and Crux gives me all the ammo efficiency I could want. So... Oop. That's the wrong thing. Oop. Oop. Crux. Probably should form this thing one more time, just so I can have modified munitions maxed out, but I am incredibly lazy. That being said, hypothermic, magnetized, blast, radiation, magnetic. That would actually be better, wouldn't it? That didn't even occur to me. It does amp my corrosive a little bit, but that's okay. I don't know why my brain didn't click with that the other day when I was playing. 40% by itself isn't as good as 60% and 60%, right? I think that if this weapon can do this to Dedekin Eximus, then it should be able to be fine with anything else. Actually, you know what? Just to put my money where my mouth is, let's test it against our usual target that we'll find out there. Which are max level heavy gunners. Not even Eximus. This is what you'd typically find in any mission. These are the heavies of your standard mission. Because you'll only find Dedekin Eximus in Holvania. You won't find them anywhere else. Whereas these guys will typically be on Mott. Now the only place that the Cortege lacks is the fact that it has no chain. I wish it had a chain, but oh well. How was you guys' New Year's Day? Did you make any good resolutions? Me personally, I have a few, but as with all of my New Year's resolutions, just about every year, I'm going to mostly be keeping those to myself unless it's pertinent to the channel. Resolutions should always be personal, in my honest opinion. Some people insist on telling everyone about their resolutions. I've never seen the point of that, personally. Alright, I need to install a lens on my grimoire. I'm also kind of tempted to drop a Omniform in here, just for kicks, but it's effective. Lens Vazarin. Go ahead and install a grader on here. Why not? You'll notice we have Vazarin on everything, and that is because Vazarin is the one we're lacking points in, so that's literally the only reason. Alright, if anyone would like to do Purita runs, you're welcome to join me, because that is what I'm going to be doing. Who do I know who's online right now? It's just Heavy. Different Heavy. Alright, so we're mostly going to be going by ourselves. Actually, let's do Descendia first, because I haven't done it for this week, have I? Oh yeah, you need to... Descendia... What do we got this week? Ignia... Debilitate... Ignia... Riven... Circumvent... Ignia... Steel Essence... Melee Kareen... Organ Catalyst... And for our normal, Arcane Rage, really? That's silly. A Forma Blueprint. Ugh. Look, Digital Extremes, I love you to death. You're near and dear to my heart. In the big year of 2025, can we phase out Forma blueprints and rewards, please? Can we just get rid of those? Can we stop? Can we stop, please? No more. Just give us Forma. Just give us a whole built Forma, please. I'm so tired. We don't need blueprints. You don't need to give us blueprints anymore, all right? That's not a requirement. That works. That also works. Also, can we please have some Exilus mods for melee that are worth a damn? Because holy shit. I'm just doing that so I don't waste any affinity while I'm out there. Excel Isotope. Who's messaging me and why? Work. It's always around this time, isn't it? I think we're good with this. Book is surprisingly effective at generating just mountains of energy. I'd never used it that way before, so I hadn't really tried. But it can just generate a mountain of energy. It's really nice. Do I want to debilitate or... What are we running? Gas? We are running gas. Yeah, fuck it. We'll run it with that.
As ready as you will ever be.
We'll mix up going through here and doing some Harita as well. We'll do 7, do some burrito, do 7. I'm really glad they decided to go with a straight up heavy metal riff for this.
Does not work with infesting blood. I could do this in peace and quiet. What are you waiting for?
Such boils fester within all. Sin is our sickness. We are morbid with guilt and shame.
Whee! Hello, Raiden. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back.
Such machines. What empty skulls they must leave in their wake. Without them, no progress is to be made. Possibly represent.
Oh, yes, that was a fantastic evening.
Give me that. Boop. I think the chaining feature that Dante has with his Exalted Book should just be something that the books all have. That should be a feature that all books have, I think. Because they are hilariously single target for what they are. They're single target with massive multi-target secondaries. I really think that they should have some sort of chain bullet feature. Show me an expansion.
The sinner amongst them.
No. And I'm still standing by what I was saying before. I honestly think that the book should do just void damage. Just flavor-wise. Void's not a very strong element. Like, it's honestly not the best element if you're looking for weaknesses, but flavor-wise it would be perfect. So I really think it should do void damage. But that might make it too strong against Eidolons, let's be honest. Who fucking hunts Eidolons nowadays? And this is coming from somebody who used to religiously hunt eidolons. Who the fuck hunts eidolons nowadays? I sure as hell don't. Oh, I just noticed the giant eyeball in the middle. Huh. You need some eye drops, dude. Like a whole bucket.
The devil is our locomotive, and we must blow off his steam.
Marie? Phrasing? Phrasing. How goes the framing? It goes. We're just doing a little bit of Descendia. How was your New Year's, Raiden? Hope you had a good day. I hope you have a good year. That's what I hope.
No, Marie, take heart. Our friends will defend you.
Okay, but how am I supposed to defend her if there are invincible fucking gubbins near her? I'm confused. Do those not do damage to her? Man, I hope not. I guess not. Been nice some family came by. I didn't hear from my family at all. Astrolabes.
These devices seek to elude us.
Also, I would like to point out, right? I've been killing a lot. Okay, like a lot. A lot of things have died by my hand this mission. Look at the fucking charge for my Tower on strike. It's non-existent. This bullshit. They definitely need to retune Taurons because man, they charge way too slow right now. Thought I was doing something wrong till I talked to a friend and he was like, no, they don't charge for shit. Oh. Well, that makes them kind of superfluous in normal missions, don't they? So what's the fucking point? All done. Oh, the thing despawned. There was a battery there for a while. Now the question is do I want to keep going or do I want to flip-flop? I think I'm gonna flip-flop. I'm gonna flip-flop. First Ruz stream of 2032 already. There are many things wrong with that sentence. To start with, who the fuck is Ruz? to move on, are you chatting with me from the future? I like the concept of the Purita Rebellion. I think there needs to be some tuning on just how expensive it is.
Reclaim your memories from the indifference. You have only 12 minutes to confront your past battles. After that, the truth must be faced.
Hello, Natris. How you doing? Been playing Repo. I actually haven't played Repo yet, on account of the fact that honestly, I got Lethal Company. I really like Lethal Company. Plus, Zeke is, you know, a known quantity. I've heard that Repo's good, but man, I really like Lethal Company. I'm good at what I do, what can I say?
Be alert, Tenno. More power.
Repo's fun. I like how the devs are handling things. The only thing I don't like about the way Zeke's handling Lethal Company is the fact that he removed the fox when people complained. I think he should have kept the fox. Wah, wah, wah. Deal with it. The fox was very unfair though, I will admit. But it wasn't impossible to adapt to. All he had to do was make sure that the fox grass couldn't grow in a radius around the ship. But, no, instead he just removed the whole dang thing. I don't think he should have. The fox was way too annoying, man. Come on. No, it wasn't. The problem is the fact that the grass could spawn around the ship. I think that if each map had a specific path from the doors to the ship where grass could not spawn, it would have been fine. So you just had to adjust the growth rate and the spawn locations of the grass. But he didn't want to do that, so he just outright removed the fox. I don't think he should have just removed it, but I understand why he did, because that was easier than fine-tuning it. And a lot of people were bitching. I get it. I get it. But I still don't think he should have removed it. I understand why he did. I get it. I don't think he should have. Protea, stop spamming your fucking alt and die. Holy shit. Jesus. Christ alive, man. The most annoying of the entire Vanguard is one of the ones that shouldn't even be there. Protea is not an OG. Why is Vauban not? Why is Protea there and Vauban isn't? Wait, what the fuck? It just occurred to me. Why the fuck is Vauban not there? He's the OG tech frame. What the shit? You're telling me that the Warframe, who's so good at manufacturing gadgets and gizmos on the fly, that he makes an entire fucking giant photon satellite before every mission just in case, wasn't good enough for the Vanguard, but the one that makes a turret was? Are you sure about that? Free my boy Vauban. There it is. If you are recommending Repo, though, I might give it a shot, but I don't like playing let me rephrase that. I don't like buying games when I already have a game that's pretty much just like that with a different coat of paint. Especially when the game I already have came first. That was interesting. I have a feeling this isn't Steel Path. This is way too mellow. The fact that you can't shoot the mines is bullshit, but okay.
Those warframes are all that make you special.
Mine's neutralized. You got nerves of steel, Tenno. I'll give you that.
Goodbye. Lush Talvok. I think I already have that one. I think. Also, the fact that it takes so long for your tower on strike to charge when you have to farm so much just to get one tower on strike is terrible. Just terrible. You telling me I have to farm this mission like 17 times with a variation on the last boss to get one strike, and then I can't charge it in the middle of a normal mission that's not Parita Rebellion. Parita Rebellion gives you charges really, really fast because it charges a little bit for each time that you finish an objective. But in a normal mission, it's only kill based, and it takes for fucking ever. My god. I bought it because one of my friends wanted to play and I got hooked onto it. Oh, if you're giving it a recommendation, I'll give it a shot. I trust you guys' taste, especially you, Natris. You, Raiden, and Heavy seem to have great taste in games. Oh my god, you're so needy. This is definitely not Steel Path. It's way too easy. I think maybe after I did the normal Descendia, I decided to just keep it as non-Steel Path somehow. Which is weird and silly and weird. Although it's hilarious seeing the absolute difficulty jump between normal and Steel Path. Because man, I would say Repo has enough different mechanics to differentiate itself. You think so? IMO, the focus orbs in the normal mission should fill it half, and we should have bonus charges with operator drifter kills. It should be bonus charges for operator drifter kills, and when you enter a mission, you should have it already charged. You should start a mission with a charge. Where is it? The fuck you mean there are two of them now? Piece of shit. Oh, one more thing sold me in Repos that has something similar to bullet jumping. Excuse me? The funny trash can man game has bullet jumping? You know, I would say normally you have my attention, but since that rip-off Warframe game also has bullet jumping, that's not enough to bring me into a game anymore. We already have that fucking rip-off that has bullet jumping. Oh yes, please, step on me. I mean, what? Huh? And you know what's really insulting? You know the most insulting part of the whole Warframe ripoff game thing? You have absolute jackasses out there who are like, oh, well, the way I see it is I just now have two cakes. I have Warframe and this game. Oh, cool. Blatant, like, theft of mechanics that they've made from scratch over the course of damn near 15 years. from a small indie dev studio is perfectly fine so long as you have more slop to consume. Hooray, more cakes, you fucking retard. Jesus. Sorry, that game got me so fucking heated because a friend of mine was like, it's just like that game you play. No, it's not. No. Don't fucking try and plug the rip-off Chinese slop to me as good as Warframe just because they stole admittedly old mechanics from Warframes and not even any of the good new reworks, which is the really fun part. Oh hey, I forgot. I could just do this, couldn't I? What I like about Repo is the monsters are more survivable than in Lethal. That's just the thing. In Lethal, the monsters are absolutely survivable as long as you see them in advance and know how to handle them, or keep a weather eye and make sure your back isn't turned too long. Chunked.
You fought with honor. Then and now. Well done, my child.
Oh. Galaric Prime. I got 2 Galaric Prime blueprints. Are you fucking serious? I got 2 blueprints and I don't have any of the component parts. Wait, are the parts also blueprints or are they actual parts? I don't know. I haven't checked. Galeria. Okay, all right. I have the handle. We'll craft that now. So I'm just missing the blade blueprint. Got it. Okay. Also, the whole point of Lethal Company is what you're facing is lethal. You know? Like, that's kind of the point. Maybe I'm being a little glib here, but without that sense of like immediate danger, I don't think I'd be as invested in the game.
Bonjour. Peace. What little I can grant in this dreary place.
You are a ray of sunshine.
In this desolation of the
Unfortunately, you're
devil's
French.
we take what shelter we can.
I'll try and not hold that against you. The whole French thing. 10 energy and 50 health per second. That's kind of busted. Mostly the 10 energy part. Yeah, but you have to get to late game.
We will endure.
And you restart with every run, right? So you have to work all the way up to late game just to feel that feeling that you'd have in like Lethal Company from Word Go. Because yeah, usually the first few missions are kind of easy because you're taking them on an easier planet, but you can absolutely get chungled by a head crab if you aren't careful and pay attention. Son of a fucking nullifiers. The trick is to not hit their bubbles directly.
This chaotic adaptation of your mind to my memories is not wholly unlike the sentient's ability to adapt to new attacks. It is merely just as irritating.
Need I remind you that the Gryphon is aiding you by doing this good?
What is that horrible smell? Devil, is that you?
Have you heard of the game Perpetua? No, I have not. Does not come to mind. I was told there was... God, what was the game fucking Lance was telling me about earlier? There's a game that came out this last year that I was told I need to try because they said it was a great survival game. It started with like an A or something like that. It was like... Abiotic Factor, I think that was the one. I was told that was the game I need to try. Yes, Abiotic Factor. My memory is not that bad. I got it. Eventually. Is it so good, dude? Is it so good, dude? Scavenge.
Accustomed to not trusting that which I see. I may be to blame for this one.
Wait, so does that mean that the other members of the Devil's Triad are affecting his mind in negative ways? Fucking get out of here then, Leon. Why are you here? Ah! Hello, Aylward. Stupid Frenchie. Hey, there's my girl. Oh, was that the one you were talking about? I couldn't remember the name of that one. Okay, legally distinct Black Mesa. I remember you mentioning it like that. I just couldn't remember the name that you said. Boop. Doop 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 doop. Dead. Hilarious. I got Abiotic, but I only played a bit of it. Seems fun, but wasn't in the mood to play a solo survival game at the time. Honestly, when it comes to survival games, usually I prefer the solo ones. When you're just there with friends, it really takes out the difficulty from surviving, you know? If there's 4 or 5 of you, what kind of survival are you going to have trouble with? Even in 7 days with Darkness Falls installed, it's not very difficult when you got enough people to, like, divvy up the jobs. The exception, I guess, is, like, Raft, where it's not, like, a set land around you and you're constantly moving. That's maybe the exception is a game like that, because you can't really get entrenched somewhere. You can build up your raft, but that only helps so much. Cast and cry, raise the million pile. God damn it, that's stuck in my head again. It helps from the boredom of surviving as well. Well, surviving in a survival game itself should be an exciting mechanic. It should never be boring. You know? Just my 2 cents on that. But if you're bored with surviving in a survival game, the survival isn't done well because it's not actually a challenge once you have a small modicum of resources. That's why in games like Neoscav or something like that, I'm never actually bored. Because not only is there a big mystery and story for you to uncover in the greater world around you, but also, you could get jumped by 30 moon men. Randomly, because they kept calling in allies. Randomly. And oh my god, there's 30 fucking moon men. These guys are usually pushovers, but there's fucking 30 of them. So all of a sudden, it's not, look at this stupid little retard. There's not anything he can do to me. It's, holy shit, there's 30 of them. So at that point, you're kind of screwed. Doesn't matter how much guns, doesn't matter how much armor you have. You're just like, okay, well, yeah, I have lots of stuff, and I might take out 10, but there's fucking 30 of them. They keep running when I've almost killed them. They keep running, and I'm starting to get frustrated with that. So here's what let's do. Domain expansion. That's what I fucking thought. Stop running. Oh my god, he ran again. You little shit. 30 moon men doing what? They usually just kind of slap at you with their arms because they're not very smart and they like have no equipment whatsoever. But they'll like, if you have 30 guys of average strength just flailing their arms at you, they're gonna club you to death with their arms pretty quickly, honestly. They've got the action economy. They've got the action economy. You might like Perpetua. It's by a couple guys, and it's kind of like Stalker, but in a decaying future Polish city that has become built up and partially destroyed so often that it's almost like Blame. If there isn't a goal inside, I usually get bored on survival games or the downtime of doing something. Yeah. Lots of different stuff to do, and the atmosphere is really cool. If you're into that, some areas you can walk almost forever or take a 5-minute elevator ride due to the size of the place. Oh, so it's like not a city on the surface. It's an enclosed city like Blame? Is that what you're saying? Because that sounds kind of neat. Solace. Okay. Let's actually turn back on Steel Path and realize that had turned itself off. Or if a mechanic is just boring intentionally, like panning in Vintage Story. I haven't played Vintage Story. But aren't you the one that was gassing up Vintage Story? Are you telling me you've fallen out of love with it? I was told that Vintage Story is the second coming of Minecraft. Jesus.
Must
Wee. The Grineer were disposable, you see. Yeah. They're clones. Like, I'm not defending the Orokin. Obviously, it's horrific, but... Dude, they are clones, specifically made for the purpose of dying so somebody else doesn't have to. Like, you can talk about the value of a life all you want, but... You should probably argue for clone liberation outside of the war that they were created to, you know, die for. Just saying. Why is he our primary contact on the surface? Didn't he betray us? Wouldn't we not want to be hearing from him? Eh. The fuck? Fuck you, Volt! You piece of shit! You irritating little fucker. Normally I'd take you out with something like Gara. The shield's starting to get on my nerves. Alright, that's it. The fucking shield is what's really kind of pissing me off right now. Fuck you, Volt! Shield can't block this! Or at least not all of it. God, the second most annoying one to fight behind Protea. Because man, Protea is annoying. Why are we exclusively fighting in caves? I just realized this is getting kind of thank you. Man, that was getting claustrophobic. I wish after you killed one of the ones that was trying to set up a rival shuttle, you could actually use the console he was at to speed up the initial shuttle. Because, man, this takes forever otherwise. Seriously, give us a way to speed that up. Near, and it's 400 meters away. Yeah, alright, dude. You and I have very different definitions of the word near.
We can't mass assault troops because of allied pinpoint strikes. We need you to take out their targeting array and give our guys a fighting chance.
New access codes needed. You fine?
5 minutes left. I'm hoping to get at least 6 of them done. By yourself, it's a lot harder.
Complete. Anarch targeting impossible. Use authorization. Make permanent.
Hello? 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 What the? Do I need another code? Okay, that's so fucking weird. Why do you need a code to blow it up? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. I've never needed that in the past. I've just walked over there and hit the button. I think that might have been a glitch.
Airdrops inbound to resupply those turrets. Establish a perimeter and keep those soft-turned adults out.
Not enclosed, but just the sheer size. Like, I think the lore is that the city takes up the entire center of Poland, and it's massively vertical as well. You play as this cyborg chick that got reactivated, but since what happened to her, she no longer has any loyalty to factions, so like in Stalker, you can take on jobs for whoever. Ah, okay. Nier? Automata? Yes, that is another game I need to fix. Or need to finish.
My Ascaris did to one of your Warframes. To you too.
Whee! I really wish that was his helmet ability. I gotta tell you, if his one was his helmet ability, I'd be very happy. Having this ability on any frame would just be a blast and a half. Hey, we hit the goal. Nice. And then you have ones like this that are just so fast.
Valder! Aegis needs Tenno! Hypkin under attack! Can't strain energy! Death near! Help him now!
Ow. I love min-maxing in JRPGs, like how in Persona I'm level 35 with level 70 Persona. Absolute Suinima. Fuck. Suinima. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure she'd stab me. I mean, what? Huh? There's a deep cut for anyone who actually doesn't watch him, huh? This fucking thing. Yes, that is in fact pretty close to what he said. See, now this is why I run primary crux. Fucking Christ. There. Now you can't knock me down, you little shit. I'm hitting it for 2 million and it's doing nothing? Excuse me? Damage attenuation says what? Seven shots of 1.2 million. His health gauge didn't even jump. You're an annoying little bugger, aren't you? Jesus Christ, what did they do to the damage attenuation on this guy? Why is it so high now? I was absolutely chunking him with this very same setup the other day. There was an update, and now it's just ridiculous. Am I missing something? I'm killing his ads, so it can't be them. Thanks, Heavy, that's disgusting. I appreciate that. Oh my god. I was running these missions solo Steel Path the other day, and this guy was not anywhere near this tanky. Did they alter them? Because I gotta tell you, I hate what they've done with the place. 0 out of 10. I think they have, because you can see the damage numbers I'm kicking out. I'm kicking out a lot of damage numbers. But hell if it's doing anything. There's nothing giving him a buff. There's no adaptation that he has up right now. There's no ads buffing him. He's just somehow face tanking a shit ton of damage. We already burned through all of our heavy weapons, so... Can this please do something? Look, he's even face tanking this! Holy shit! How? Fuck out of here. There is nothing that survives on the fucking floor is lava for very long. That's insane. Oh boy, Void Sling efficiency. Oh boy, extra operator shields. That's what I always wanted. Plus 50 operator shields. I'm gonna be real with you, that sounds like straight ass. Wait, why? 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 Who would ever? Why do I have 2 different slots for a Sagek Prime barrel? Shouldn't it be one slot? It should have just one slot, right? And I have 3 of these blueprints and 1 of the... What the fuck? Am I tripping right now, Natris? Am I losing it? When you have more than 1 blueprint, it's all supposed to be stacked like this, right? What is this? Why?
System needs you.
What?
Will you begin another mission?
They cost the same time to completion, same name, same material cost. But I have 1 blueprint of this and 3 blueprints of this. What's the fucking difference between the 2? What is going on today? My god. Seriously though, what was that fight? Way too much attenuation. I'm gonna check the last hotfix. I'm gonna see if they added something, because man, even after I stripped the armor for phase 1 with Kogra, it was still took way too long. One is secretly the Say Gex Prime barrel. Changes. No. Darker Factory changes and fixes. Fixed. The only mention of the Dactylist in here is fixed the Dactylist missing an icon in the codex. That's it. What the fuck? I'm so confused.
All set. Service your weapons myself.
What's up, Frenchie?
I've arrived. Enter. Rest.
They forgot to put 10x the health pool of the Dactylist? You saw the damage numbers I was kicking out. I was kicking out some respectable damage. It even tanked my arc gun, and my arc gun is ridiculous. Oh shit, yeah. Oh shit, yeah. Arc guns have unlimited ammo, but drain energy instead of ammo on reload. Yo, that's easy. Easy. Oh boy. I sure love gathering up void cum. I mean, Vitoplast. Sorry, what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, the Dactylist. Yeah, that was bullshit. Tech Priest? What about a Tech Priest? There are no Tech Priests here. He didn't even look like a Tech... Are you talking about Father Leon? He looks nothing like a Tech Priest. What are you? He still had fleshy bits. There wasn't enough metal. He wasn't speaking through a vocoder. What are you?
Ah, yes. I remember training for live combat. I do not miss it.
Isn't that some cybernetic eye thing he has? No! What are you? First of all, First of all, a cybernetic eye doesn't make a fucking tech priest, because if that were the case, like, how many commissars would be tech priests? That's firstly. And secondly,
Deepest riches.
it wasn't even the right kind of eye.
Be strong, brother of my soul. We will
There was no light there. There was no laser coming out of it. There was no nothing. What are you? You confuse me sometimes, you Canadian. I'm sorry, what are we waiting for here? Is it because there are things in range? Is that why it stopped? Well, I can fix that. Give me a second. Fine. Nothing in range. Okay, yes, it's because things were in range. Okay. Cybernetic eye thing. I'm judging you. Oh, so it's just Kome's thing. Got it.
Beast holding. Spoils of war? And what is that odor? Rose, is this your true form?
Basically just telling him he's a stinky thief. Which is funny coming from a Frenchman, but alright.
The cost of war. Bloodshed.
Bup. Stay close to astrolabes. Didn't we already do this?
Did the devil play children's games once? Long ago.
Yeah, we already did this. Are there so few mission types that you have to repeat between 21 of them? I mean, I'll do it, but... We. Okay. Oh boy, 3 of a bronze arcane. That totally makes all this worth it. Fuck.
Five times now you've done all this work to turn over a new stone in my mind. I'm simply flattered.
He's keeping count.
You could embody that is grander than me!
Son, bless this willing sacrifice.
What the fuck?
Where you belong.
He has an insta-kill move. He has... Wait, that was different from his other insta-kill move. He has 2 insta-kill moves? In a mode that doesn't allow any revival? 2 of them. Are you so for real right now? Are you so fucking for real? Guys, do you remember when Kuvaliches came out? Do you remember the most annoying thing about Kuvaliches? Because I sure as fuck do. If anyone was here whenever Kuvaliches came out, tell me, what was the most annoying thing about Kuvaliches? Yes, that is exactly correct, Lurker. Thank you. Sorry, it just occurred to me that you can't see that in chat. The fact that they could insta-kill you if you got the combination wrong. Yes, that was the most annoying thing about Kuvaliches. Them insta-killing you. It was not cool because you had finally met your match. It was annoying because insta-kill moves are always annoying. Whoever thought that was a good idea, I'm gonna need you to stop cooking and never cook again. If he does it again, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. No, this is a different attack. Okay. Classic Warframe balancing? No, usually they're pretty good about this kind of thing. That's why they removed the whole insta-kill thing from the Liches. They realized that, holy shit, this was annoying and we shouldn't do it. Worst part is Vazarin Tauron does not revive you. I thought the Vazrin Tauron revived you no matter what, no matter where you were. Like, it won't revive you if you're using it, but if you're with somebody and they use it, it should revive you, right? I thought that was why it was a good Tauron strike. Isn't it able to revive downed people in Archimedia? Why wouldn't it do it here? I'm confused. You've confused me. It doesn't there? That's... Yeah, that's whack. Thank you, Chaos. That is whack. Wiggity whack. I wish there was a better weapon. Don't get me wrong, I like the Bubonico, but there's got to be something with a better old fire, right? There really isn't.
Operator, did you hear that? It said... Cosmic background radiation is a riot! Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
$72, $25, $47. Goodness. $20 health per second doesn't sound like much. I will tell you, for energy generation, I was absolutely correct. The Grimoire is amazing. Don't know if I like the skin, though. There should be a direct travel point to the place they're in without me having to go to the Sanctum. Because if I can't do anything else from their little abode, I should at least be able to travel there directly. Also, whose bright idea was it to not have a Descendia access point here? I would like to fire them, please.
Speaking with the Gavia Rose.
Why, they are the only intelligent souls in this dreary place, priest.
It doesn't even look cybernetic. It just looks like an eye patch. What are you? Sorry, I'm still floored by that statement. Tech priest. Apparently all you need to be a tech priest is an eye patch. And be in a vaguely sci-fi setting. That's it. Fuck. Star Child Diadem. You could have a pretty princess tiara. Orokin edition.
Have you ever wondered for whom are these intended? To commemorate our victories for ourselves or for others? Assigned to those who wander near danger? For I have killed.
Finally.
Enjoy your lurk. Goodness, between the damage attenuation and everything else. Ugh. I don't even know if I want to go back into Parita. That shit sucked. Compared to how I was chunking them before, that really sucked. Man. I was using the same weapon with the same setup. Nothing changed. I'm flip-flopping between Debilitate and Merciless because I like them both. That's the only reason.
Operator, do you know which finger the corpus used to count their money? The index.
That frees me up to put whatever canticle I want there. I'm putting that one. I haven't really used Yahoo. I want to see how it holds up. It sounds like it would be really good. So maybe it is really good. Or it's one of those things that sounds a lot better than it is. You know, could be either. So the armor strip does work the way I thought it did. I can tell. Neat. Yeah. Jolt to toxin. Oh, that's why I have that. Okay. I mean, we could do something a little goofy. It probably wouldn't matter. because its damage is so low, I'd likely need to put in something with status boosting on there. That boosts the hell out of the radiation, though, that's for damn sure. Galvanized shot. That's what I thought. As long as I have the canticle there, I wouldn't be able to use that. Shit. Drops my power even more, though, so that's not an option. There we go. Let's see how this works out. It is a little slower when it comes to fire rate, though, so that is a problem. It's also a problem that it only starts to really get going once I've killed something. It's too slow. I suppose trying to gear my utility weapon for damage is, a little too much to ask, right? Because this thing isn't even supposed to kill. It's just supposed to generate me a ridiculous amount of energy, and anything I happen to kill will give me an added bonus. So I'm overthinking this. I need to not do that. Keep Lethal Torrent right there. Acuity. Cute. And agility. I think invocation should also be X-less, but that's just me. So not irradiate. To Kango Amalgam Furax? Amalgam Furax, what about it? That one. Right. But I would have to get rid of my utility Praetos. My utility Praetos is already doing its own thing, which is giving me the ridiculous parkour velocity bonus. Like, and the sprint speed and slide. Like, my melee is already fulfilling its own utility. So at that point, do I want to forego this utility for a little more fire rate on my other utility? Or do I want two different utility weapons? Firax Incarnon gives parkour speed. Is it as much? Man, you guys keep making me build Incarnon weapons. I'm starting to think this is intentional. You guys just want me to keep building Incarnon weapons. Which is really mean, because then I have to level them. And I don't even get any mastery for them. I have the adapter. I know I have the adapter. I have almost every single adapter, so I should have that adapter. So let's go see Cavallero. 30%, but does it give sprint speed? Does it give sprint speed? Because the Praetos gives 30% parkour and then 20% sprint speed.
Nothing scared me in years. Except feeling creative.
Gain heavy flame efficiency and leave behind heat damage fields. Plus 25 sprint speed, plus 25% parkour velocity. So it's 25% sprint speed, plus 25% parkour velocity. But is this always active, or is this just in its Incarnon form? Because for the ceramic dagger is only in Incarnon form, I believe. And I would have to go farm Ariete scales. I don't want to go to Deviri. It's not as good as Soulframe. I've been spoiled. If I wanted slow and methodical combat, I'd go to Soulframe where it's done well. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick. I put in my new stuff for the pharmacy on the 30th and they still haven't gotten back to me, the lazy bastards. Furex Incarnon parkour speed. How are there no... There's no posts in the forums about it? Yeah. It's only while it's in Incarnon form. Because I'm looking here at the actual sprint speed mechanic page itself, which is fucking weird that it's listed there. It says plus 25% from Incarnon form. I believe that means... Yeah. So Praetos has it permanently if Drifting Grace is selected, whereas the other ones have plus blank while in Incarnon form. Pull up the actual page just to make sure. Yep. They have everything about the damage, but not about the sprint speed on here. That's kind of... I know you're giving me options, but if the option would require me to actually use the weapon, it's supposed to be utility, and I'm gonna be honest, fist weapons ain't my favorite, so I'd hate to have to fill the combo meter every now and then just to be able to move a little faster, you know? Discussion. Oh my god. Sign in to read what other people are saying. No. I will not do that. And also go fuck yourself. Recent slam radius nerf. Yep. So the sprint speed and bullet jump buffs apply only when the Furax transforms. So as much as I'd like to do that, I would very much have to keep it in Incarnon form, and unless there's something that gives it base combo timer pauses when the weapon is holstered. Hey, that's great and all, but I'd still have to build combo. Nope. That's a shame. This would be a really good one if that sprint speed bonus didn't just apply while it was in Incarnon. If it was permanent like the Praetos, then that would be perfect, but it's not permanent like the Praetos, unfortunately. I forgot that I had the Inodem. So that has sprint speed.
Here's where it gets
Nothing there. I'm guessing it would just be the standard stuff that would have the parkour and all of that permanently, because the other ones are just
Bring it to life.
while you're in Incarnon form, which is silly. That's a really dumb thing to change, but that's just me. Maybe D has their reasons. I, for one, find it kind of silly. I don't think there are any other base Incarnons aside from the Praetos and the Latum, or the Inodem. Everything else is either a circuit Incarnon or a gun. So, not really as useful.
Okay.
Otherwise, you are correct. That would be the absolute perfect thing for me. Is the Furax with that augment. Because that would make the book fire a lot better. Or was I? Book. Only the first evolution does not activate when not in Incarnon? Yeah. The first evolution. Yeah, but the first evolution's the one that has the sprint speed and the parkour bonus. Oh, now I see what you're saying. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you have increased sprint speed and parkour bonus, but only when it's transformed? That seems like something you should just have, you know? It's kind of silly. Okay. I didn't even test this.
Operator, I've run diagnostic regressions. All systems nominal.
I should probably test that, huh? That reminds me, what do I have on that Riven? Da Ren. Yay, shields. Void sling efficiency, fucking laughable. See, Lashta Vok would be useful if at base you put a 0 behind that 2. If at base there was a 0 there and you kept that 0 for all the upgrades, this would actually be something useful, because that means you would not need to bring Zaku for container break farms, which would be incredibly useful. You telling me that just by void slinging I can break all containers in a 120 meter radius? That would be amazing. They'd never give it to us, but that would be amazing. It would be a must-have at that point because it would make farming containers ridiculously easy. Right about on the same level as Zaku. Right, Grimoire. Whose idea was it to make it 2 meters to 12 meters? Probably the same person whose idea it was to not have vacuum on just base warframes themselves and to instead... Oh, it already has plus 40.2% fire rate. Yeah, I'm not improving that. That's as good as it gets. Probably the same person who decided that having universal vacuums on warframes at base wasn't something that we were going to do, and we're just going to have a mod slot on each companion dedicated to giving a basic functionality that's needed for running around in a fucking looter shooter. Sorry. I don't know if you guys know this, but this right here has never stopped annoying me. This has never stopped irritating the shit out of me because there's no X-list slot. Okay? There's no upper slot for these guys. So I'm having to waste a whole mod slot on something that should just exist already on my Warframe without me needing a buddy to do it for me. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. It has been a long and constant just annoyance to me. That's the nice word I'm going to use. That this mod still exists. This should just be a thing by itself. But I give DE too much credit. Or maybe not enough credit. It really varies. Anywho's, I need to go ahead and test this real quick. The main reason I'm running the drone is because I wanted something that could lock down a whole room, and you know, it does. You walk into a room with that thing and you spend a little bit of energy and all of a sudden you have 4 of them that are absolutely freezing everything in the entire room. If it can be frozen, it will be frozen. There's a lot of people use them for primers and stuff like that. I just prefer being able to walk in a room and everyone's just a cool guy, just a chill dude, just really solid, if you will. A little fragile, but mostly solid. Maybe if we get Mr. Emmett Selch to tell Reb to add innate vacuum and an aura slot for vacuum on companion, she might do it. Well, she didn't do it for Arthur. And he voiced Verso, so... Like, that is the same VA, right? And also... Wait, is she just collecting husband... Wait, hold on. Is Reb just collecting her husbands from other I just realized she's just collecting her husbands from other video games. Because the fish was the vampire from Baldur's Gate. Fucking... Oh my god. She's just collecting her husbando VAs. And having them... Well, one of them played a fish, which is honestly... I don't know what that one means for her, but man... Bravo, Reb. Bravo. That's funny. You talking about Frost? No, I'm talking about my drone. My drone does that. Watch. As long as I'm spending energy, they will freeze everything in an entire room. Nothing will remain solid, and everything will be frozen. Because the only thing that carries over to your duplexed bonded companions are the weapons, and the weapon is set up to just automatically freeze anything it shoots at, and it freezes within a 6-meter radius of whatever target it hits. So if I walk into a room and I'm just constantly spending energy like I usually do, then, well, there we go. Hey, let's test the energy regen on this thing. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. That's some pretty decent energy regen. Honestly, the main reason I want fire rate on this thing is because of its nature. This gun shines with fire rate because the more fire rate you have, it has infinite ammo. So you're only limited by how many bullets you can squeeze out of the damn thing at any given time. If you can squeeze out enough bullets from this thing, then you're golden. The fire rate is king on something that you never have to reload and has infinite ammo. It's like the bow. You just need fire rate on that because you're basically shooting a rail cannon. But shaped like a bow for some fucking reason. Because Hun Hao has to be a fucking artiste about things. Replace the R with a U. I mean, what? Huh? What? Hun Hao? Yeah, that guy. Fucking autist. Gunslinger was the other one. So it was. That's 72, this is 90. It's just missing a little bit of damage. What's even the difference? That's a considerable difference. Never mind, we're keeping that. Because remember, it doesn't have to kill. It just needs to hit them with the old fire. I'm kind of tempted to put flight speed on here. But that armor strip is actually kind of working. So I don't want to do that. Yet. I was looking for desiccant, which is incorrect. It's not bad, honestly. Like, damn. For Dedekin Eximus? For a utility weapon versus Dedekin Eximus, that's not bad at all. It's a little slow, but what do you expect? It's honestly not designed to be able to do this well at all. But that energy regen. That energy regen is so nice. Look at that. Goodness. And you're telling me I could have energy regen at this level on any frame? This is comparable to what I put on Grendel. Actually, speaking of, see what that looks like on Grendel. Because, like, energy regen is king with him. So much so that I've actually baked it into his normal kit. Oh, right. I forgot. Huh. I accidentally killed them all. I forgot that I geared my Grendel to be a walking nuke. Whoops. I forgot. My Grendel is the bomb.com. Hey, watch this. It's too effective. Grendel is in the same territory that Gara is. He's too good at what he does, so I shelve him. Unless I'm getting really fucking serious about something. He is very good at what he does. Everyone's missing out on Primary Exhilarate. Really? Let me take a look. Primary Exhilarate. Primary Exhilarate on weapon impact status effect plus 0.2 energy regen for 10 seconds stacks up to 3x. Gara, the sand guy. No, Gara, the glass woman. Put some respect on her name. She's serious. Actually, let me swap out some stuff real quick. I'm gonna show her off. Actually, this would be perfect on her now that I think about it, on account of the fact that she needs energy regen. And the combo has been built up. Her and Grendel, I tell ya. It's kind of nutty what they can do. What do you mean these are the tankiest normal enemies in the game and I just took them out with one swing? What do you mean that these are the most tankiest enemies in the game and I took them all out with one vomit from Grendel? I may have hyper-optimized these frames. They may be a little broken. I need to farm Gyre Prime, but I don't wanna. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't wanna. I haven't farmed for her at all, but I need to because she's another one of my most used frames. And then I'll have to farm her 6 times. Well, it comes with additional polarities, maybe 4 times. I still don't wanna. Gah. But the problem I have with Grendel is he needs enemies to really function at peak, and if you're fighting a 1v1 like against the Dactylist or something like that and it doesn't summon any ads you can eat, then you're kind of stuck. Gara, she can just stand on her own. She's fucking strong, but Grendel has that one problem with him. I think the only one that the book wouldn't really help for energy regen, well, 2, now that I think about it. The only 2 the book wouldn't help for energy regen would be Jade and Lavos. Lavos because of his different nature when it comes to abilities, and Jade because, well, if you're using a normal secondary with Jade, you're doing something wrong because she should never be on the ground to do that in the first place. Speaking of which, when was the last time I refreshed this build? How you doing, Rem? I'd say it works. I'd say it works. She's not too slow anymore now that I put a parkour shard into her. I really should put the angel wings on her, but eh. I mean, she has her own ephemera. It would be weird if I swapped it. Eh. Preg frame. Sorry, what were we talking about? Fuck. Oh, that's funny. I don't think Jade really needs the book either, because she's able to kind of maintain her own. Ironically, Uriel can use the book in flight. It's not really worth a damn, considering. Wait, can he not? I thought he could. Ah, yes, he can. Okay, I was about to say. So Uriel can use that to regain energy in flight. That's something he can do. That's about the only use he'll have for it. Preggers frame? What's next? A male Preggers frame? I know what you are. Anyway. The name of the frame shall be Sonic. We already have Gauss. We don't need another speed frame, thank you. So you can fire it, but it's finicky for some reason. But you can only ult fire it, which makes it just as much of a pain in the ass as the Bubonico. Although I will say it's impressive that the Bubonico's flight speed is somehow faster than his. Because there's no transitive momentum property. Flight speed is fixed, so it doesn't matter how fast you're moving, the bullet will always leave and travel at the same speed, because physics isn't that ingrained into Warframe. If it was, the game would probably be even more broken than it already is. But I'm already flying at Mach fuck. The fact that the Bubonico's ult fire projectiles can actually outpace me a little bit is kind of funny. Reminds me I need to go get void crystals so I can cook up another aura forma, huh? This suppose I could go do that real quick. Why not?
As ready as you will ever be.
Microbiome.
Farming in the void. Where else would we go?
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow tile operative raids the ship for supplies. Ready? Trigger the alarm. Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
Against the Dedicants, it kind of struggles. Against anything else, Steel Path. Wait, am I on normal mode again? Ew, no, absolutely not. Ew, gross. I should have known when I wasn't immediately mommed. Ew, gross. Normal. Ugh, yuck. It's because of Descendia, isn't it? There we go. Much better. That being said, they're going to melt just the same. There's just going to be more of them melting at the same time.
These are worthy foes.
Are they?
Underestimate them.
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
See what I mean? It's just as fast. Oh, there's one already. How about that? That was fast. I just need the two, so... If you can play your favorite game, try and find the fucking exit. Before time runs out.
Get ready for a capsule.
I'm so good at this fucking tile set. I have played this tile set way too much. Because there's certain configurations of this tile set that happen frequently. Like, it's not entirely random. Some configurations are more frequent than others. And I was like, okay, so this is probably configuration E then. And I did each turn perfectly each time and ended up exactly at the exit. I have done this tile set way too many times. Holy shit. You guys saw it. You guys saw it. The point where somebody would say, no, Riz, the tile sets are random. Explain what you just saw. They are not as random as people think. There is a method to the generation's madness, I promise you. So this thing is just completely fucking melting people. So as long as they're not a Scaldra Dedicant, they don't stand a single chance in hell. Which is good, I guess. For a utility weapon, you know? Pretty strong for a utility weapon.
Life support incoming.
Nerd bros reading the walls for patterns? No, it's the room configuration itself. You had the waterfall room, which usually leads into the double room, which usually leads into the expansive room, which if you take the side door usually leads down one of the corridors, which usually leads to the twisty room, which leads to the exit. These are all names I made up in my own head. I just know them. I know this tile set like the back of my fucking hand. It's why even when I race with somebody who's a lot faster than me, I still got to get to the exit first because I don't follow the marker and I start heading to the exit before the marker even shows up. Fast as fuck, boy. Yeah, I'd say this is effective. I mean, I've been using nothing but this, and I haven't been using my powers this whole time, so... Oh yeah, I should probably actually maybe use them, huh? It's killing enough to keep me afloat. That's pretty much all I can ask for, right? And when you get the attack speed bonus from your companion there, it just turns into a little machine gun, which is really nice. I'd like to point out, you see how the screen is shaking right now? How it's shaking up and down? And I have, and I'm going to show you this after this mission, I have screen shake turned off. Screen shake is turned off entirely. That's just baked into the grimoire, and I don't know why. When screen shake is turned on, it's insufferable. Enjoy your fire. I just wanted to burn him. That's really, that was entirely vanity. Y'all suck. This is why this is the best landing ship, by the way. The exit animation is you walking aboard instead of you stapling yourself to a wall. I have screen shake turned off, and the grimoire still shakes that much. It is borderline unmanageable when screen shake is on. I don't know why that's baked into the weapon, and I fucking hate it so much. I hated it so much I turned screen shake off. Because I had it on for the longest time. But then I started experimenting with the grimoire, and I couldn't take the entire screen going... Yeah, that's a bit much mid-mission for me, thank you. It's really dumb. I don't know if that's a bug or a feature, but I don't like it. Alright, kids. I appreciate you coming out and spending some time with me, but I need to head out for the night. I will see you guys tomorrow for dispatch. Bye for now.